latest installment of TechTarget's Digital Skills Acceleration Series. Today, our focus is on brand advertising. I'm John Panker, TechTarget's Managing Director for Asia Pacific, and our guest speaker today is Adam Davis, our Senior Director of Brand Solutions here at TechTarget. Our goal for this series is to really help you uplift your digital skills knowledge, arm you with questions that you can take as you evaluate potential solution providers in various areas. We do try to keep it quick in this series. This webcast should last no longer than 20 minutes or so. And we will, of course, offer you a little bit of TechTarget perspective as it relates today to brand solutions. So our featured speaker, Adam Davis, again, is our Senior Director for Brand Advertising and Search Solutions. He's a 15-year veteran of the industry who's got experience managing brand solutions and advertising ops. He currently manages brand for TechTarget's portfolio of more than 150 websites, as well as our off-network solutions. And Adam has expertise in both designing innovative brand solutions and also measuring investment and tracking ROI on those brand building activities. So we're going to pose a series of FAQs to Adam and let him give you some knowledge that hopefully you can put to good use. Question number one, Adam, what is the difference between contextual and programmatic advertising?
Yeah, so it's a good question. I guess for starters, thanks for having me on, John. It's always a pleasure. So I think most people in the business are going to understand the basic differences between contextual and programmatic. You know, on the contextual side, we're talking about aligning your banners with relevant content, stuff that makes sense to your audience, that's going to draw them in. So you're waiting there when they come to that content, your message is right next to it. On the programmatic side, you know, you're really looking at more systematic targeting. It's very data driven. You're able to splice your audience, all of those types of things. But realistically, they're actually, two different ways to approach the same question, which is, how can I get my banners in front of the in-market buyers that I need to meet, that I want, that matter to me? So, despite the common goal, there are actually very different benefits that come from each of them. So it's important to take those into consideration. And, on the contextual side, we're talking about timing. Again, people that are researching are very much have that the solution's top of mind. They're interested in that topic right then. So you're getting your banners there. You're obviously getting a bump from the publisher that you're aligning with, presumably industry leaders. There's a brand trust that gets built up there. And then, with contextual, you are meeting new people, right? So, you don't necessarily have a list. You're aligning your banners next to this content, and everybody in the world that's interesting, that's researching, that's about to buy can find this content, and as a result, find your banners and your message. So on the programmatic side, because it gets a little bit more data driven, there's a lot of stuff you can do, personalization, audience segmentation, all of that you can actually automate very effectively just because of the nature of the ad serving. A lot of integration happens on the programmatic side with different inputs, using different tactics, even results from other tactics. Hey, I want to target people that have clicked on an email in the past, or I want to find this subset of my audience in the programmatic space. That's all doable. And then, realistically on the programmatic side, there's a lot of detailed reporting that comes about because of those data overlays. So again, two different approaches to the same problem, very different benefits. I will say, one thing that you really want to keep in mind, regardless of which path or both paths they're taking, is that the quality of the content and the quality of the data that is going into these campaigns is absolutely paramount. If you're talking about poor content, subpar topics, not relevant, or if you're looking at data that is really aggregated from places that don't have a solid footing, they don't know your audience, or even, in some cases, non-compliant data, you can basically, kiss the benefits of that goodbye, because that's all going to drag your campaign down.